everybody, and thank you so much for making the choice to click that link to watch Chat with Trina. Today is the beginning of my month-long birthday celebration through Chat with Trina. My theme is Trina's favorite people. Like Oprah's favorite things, Trina's favorite people. Thank you for joining in, and today my very special guest is my former dance instructor and a longtime friend of my family's, Miss Brenda Mathews. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chat with Trina. And I wanted to mention that this month is my birthday, and I normally have like a couple of little parties, I have a swing out party, I have a live music party, and then I do a dinner and all that. But of course, with COVID-19, that is not possible. But instead of griping about it, I decided to celebrate it through Chat with Trina by having different guests on. So my theme this month is my favorite people. So I've grabbed, now mind you, I have way more favorite people than that's gonna be here this month, but these are just some of my favorites. I want to make sure they got on here this month. But my planning did kind of get on the back burner because of the other things that have happened in my life. So I don't have a real tiara on, but I went and found this cute little kitty one. So, and then I got me a noise maker, and I have my happy birthday thing. So, but guess who my first guest is for my birthday? Miss Brenda Mathews. Yay!
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey.
Thank you for agreeing to come on. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Since it's your birthday month, I say okay.
Yes. Because this is really good because last year she had a death in her family, so she wasn't able to make my 50th. So this makes up for it. I just turned off my light. All right. This makes up for that.
Yes.
Also, I guess I want to say before we even get started that Brenda was the person that brought me into those of you that know that I swing out dance. That she's the one that introduced me to swing out dance. She's the first one that took me way out to Desiree to the club. I actually was hanging out with her for a while. Kicked my mama to the curb, and I started hanging out with her. We had some good times, me, you, and Ella.
Yes.
So, yes. But I tell people that she did bring into the dance community also, which means if there was not a Brenda, there would not have been a So You Want to Dance. And so it's really significant that she's on here with me today because today I relaunched my So You Want to Dance website. So I'm super excited. So she gets to be here for that. So I have to say something funny too about that. I decided to launch on this month because I can never remember the anniversaries, like the anniversary when you start something. I never remember. So I figured I'm gonna start launching stuff in August of my birthday. Then I'll remember when the anniversary is. Well, Miss Brenda, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in Houston, Texas, raised in Pleasantville. Everybody's pretty familiar with Pleasantville. I went to E.O. Smith Junior High School, Phyllis Wheatley High School, graduated in 1968. And from there, I moved to San Francisco, California, went to City College and State College, got married, didn't work out, so I brought my butt back home. So, and then I started working for the Texas Commerce Bank for a couple of years, and then found out about the post office and started working there. Worked there for 30 years, retired, and been retired now for 13 years.
How do you like retirement?
I love retirement because I've been able to travel and do what Brenda want to do.
Yes, how nice. And you have one daughter.
One daughter, April Jackson. Everybody know her as Legs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to ask this before we even get started. How did you get her into? My kids were never interested in any type of swing out, two-step, none of that. How did you get her?
If she's listening to this, she's gonna say, "That's not true, Mama." Okay. Once Tim learned under Tim, he wanted us to all teach at different locations. So I told her about it. I said, well, you need to come on and learn this dance, And she was like, I don't want to learn no old folks dance, She gonna deny it, watch. I know she gonna deny it. Listen. And so I gave her a card, and my niece Lisa a card saying free dance class, So first ones in the class was them with their card. Here my card, but she'll say, I didn't say that. I just didn't want to pay for it. But I made her sell tickets. I didn't make her pay for the class, but I made her sell tickets. And now everybody knows her. I introduced her to everybody. Now she knows everybody that I don't know.
That you don't know.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful dancer.
Yeah, so I ask people sometimes, I say, do you know who I am? You Legs Mama. What? Legs Mama. I'm what? It is so funny now. It is really funny.
Yes, I can imagine.
She wins a lot of money, a lot of trophies at the ISDC. So she loves it.
So have you always enjoyed dancing?
Oh, always. I could always dance. But when we danced back in the day, there wasn't no count. You know, we just danced. Yeah. I think we called it the Texas Hop or something. It wasn't the Texas two-step. It was just, just get up and dance. So when we went to this class with Tim and he started counting, I say, oh, hell, I thought I could dance. What's this count stuff all about, Right. So I had to like relearn all over again, but it was fun. It was fun.
So did you used to I know when I used to go out, the older men would be trying to show, before we knew what a two-step and a swing out was, they would try to show you what they doing on the dance floor.
Yes.
And then once there was a count, then it kind of made a little bit more sense what they was trying to teach you.
Exactly. So, exactly. Because you just kind of did your own thing, especially slow dragging, But then, but then the count stuff come in, so okay, count. It's a whole new game.
The story that I got is that, oh God, for the Clyde went and saw Tim doing all these spinning around things. And were you taking the class with Fancy and them too?
Yes, I was taking the class with Fancy and Lee Perry, and then I took a couple of classes from them, and then Red was teaching. I don't remember the clubs, so I took a couple of two-steps from Red. And they wasn't doing no counting or nothing. They just take you one by one, and just dance with you.
Oh, yeah.
So I believe it was Mary and Clyde come and tell us about Tim at Blue Ocean, I believe it was.
Blue Ocean.
So we went up there. It was free, and
that was the seal the deal for everybody.
That was the seal the deal. All we had to do was sell tickets, and they won for $5. And we had our graduation.
Okay, so they wasn't always 10.
No, it was $5.
Oh, it was 5. Okay, I don't know why I thought there was always 10. We just went up to 10 later.
Our graduation right there at the Blue Ocean.
That Club. Blue Ocean, yes.
Yeah.
And y'all were the first class under Tim to come through.
Yeah, we were the first class, and I didn't want to do it. I don't consider myself a teacher, an instructor, but he convinced us because he wanted to spread the dance all over Houston, So he went to the first class with me. I think it was at Stilettos. I forgot where.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you went Stilettos first.
But he was there with me, and Felisa, she taught with me. Yeah. And so I had to learn the man side, and she mainly did the female side. And do you remember what step you couldn't get?
Was it was it the step 2?
Half turn.
The half turn, that's it. I don't know why I could not get that half turn.
Yeah, you had trouble with that half turn. That was it.
I'm glad I wish you would have never taught me that diva walk. I hate that. Hate it.
Just like Janice, and Janice just naturally walks like a diva. But she does a diva walk.
I hate the diva walk. I hate it with a passion. And when they turn me in, I just get still. Like I'm having a fit. So yeah. So when Tim asked you guys to start being teachers, well, he asked y'all that first though, before you started taking the class.
No, he didn't, because I didn't want to do it. No, I didn't. And Tim was mean. I'm just gonna put out there. If he listened, he know he was mean.
He already know because I tell him.
He was mean, so I'm the one who had to step up and get him, straighten him out, So I became his controller. I had his money and everything. I was his bank, really. I just had to keep him.
That's how you end up being the treasurer.
Yeah, that's how. Because I had to pull him to the side and say, "You can't treat people like this," So he started listening to me. So
you heard me tell people, yeah, Brenda told me to come to this class. I met Tim, and I was out of there because he hollered at me.
You wouldn't allow them to leave, but so I had to talk to him. Yeah.
I'll come back when y'all done with y'all's class. I'll come back.
He was a good teacher. He knew what he was doing, but he didn't know how to talk to people.
Poor Tim. Yeah. But okay, so then what was next? So then you passed the torch to Stilettos, and you did something different, didn't you?
Well, when I was at Stilettos, who was my first class? That was Jennifer, Reg, Ron, you, your mom.
No, Mom and them wasn't in the first class.
Wasn't in the first class? Okay. So, and then.
And Barry.
And the way, he wanted to keep graduating people to go around everywhere to teach. So I graduated quite a few of you guys. And the way I graduated you, I had you teach a class. You had to teach a class and do a graduation, that lets me know you knew what you was doing, so, and then it's just kept spreading from there.
And we left there and went to Divas?
I think so. We
feel like it's backwards, but some kind of way we got
I know it went to 20 grand. It might have been 20 grand first and then Divas.
Because I didn't go to 20 grand, so no. But I know that's where Danielle came in.
Yeah, because I think I
And
started
Janet,
2006.
yeah,
2006.
yeah, because
Yeah.
my little certificate say 2006.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So, and I graduated Janice, Lucy. I didn't graduate. Priscilla, I didn't make her instructor, but she just kind
But
of,
Priscilla was under me and Barry's class, wasn't it?
she was in my class.
Oh, she was. Okay,
In
okay,
my
okay. I
class.
thought she was with me
And,
under me
yeah,
and Barry.
but she's the type that she knows how to run things. She's
Yeah.
a business type person. I put it
Mhm.
like that. So
Mhm.
she got her thing, and she's still getting it. She still got it going on,
She
along with
still
her balloon things.
gone with the bit along with she was the shoe person. Then she turned into the
Yeah,
balloon
yeah,
diva.
and she would make our corsages for
She
graduation.
sure
Yeah, remember
did.
that?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
sure did.
she was very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Um. So then, okay, so we did several graduations. You did guys built like this huge dance community, did so well, and we spread the love all over Houston. We had classes everywhere, and
Houston
I still
Bible
to this.
City Dance Association. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And so it's always fun to hear how we came to the name. We were sitting around the table and
Yeah,
Barry.
sitting around the table trying to come up with a name. I forgot why we left from under upscale. I think because Tim went back to Dallas.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
So we
That's
got
what we're gonna go
together.
with.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and, I think it was Barry came up with that
Yeah.
way
Y'all were
back.
all
I don't know.
passing a little piece of paper they saying
Yeah,
y'all pulled and Barry.
and then
That
it
was it.
worked. It worked great,
It
and it
worked.
just spread. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we spread.
So nowadays, there's so many different things going on, and a lot of people attribute the fact that things were so organized back then. Things kind of was so, not saying that everything was perfect, but it was as close to perfect as we probably go ever
Yeah,
get.
but then
We
time
had
you got
our
a
ups
lot
and
of heads
downs.
together. Everybody
Yeah,
want to be the chief, so it makes it kind of hard.
yeah, and so, but it was a good
But we did pretty
it
good
was
for
good
quite a few
organized.
years.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
organized very well. And then sometimes, I mean, I tell people nowadays, sometimes it takes that. Matter of fact, it was my mama. Sometimes it takes somebody to be that hard chief to pull things together. Because some things, if everybody is in, what they say, if everybody's in charge, nobody's in charge. It's kind of how that works. But
yeah,
what I was gonna say was, a lot of people talk about those times because we had some really good times.
good times.
We was
Very good.
together, like it was so much fun. We were just together, and no matter how, we argued like sisters and brothers. Because I told that to Joanne and Mary. Oh, child, we used to do some arguing. Me and you did some arguing, a whole bunch. So it just happens. What do you miss the most about those times?
Oh, well, I know they don't do the graduations like they used to, and that was so much fun because you got to show your family and your friends what you've been learning. And then that builds the next class up, the next class up.
Yeah.
And then also we taught, well, you have to love the dance, period, because you're not making a lot of money, right? And I know I used to teach for $40 a month, twice a week, 2 hours each time. Not 1 hour, once a week. It done got so kind of expensive now, and it's just not as much fun to me as it used to be. So after about 10 years, I went on and decided, I'm going to back off. I'm going to support, my people. But I just felt like it was time for me to back up. So.
Oh, well, let's back up a little bit because you also worked with SDMI. What is it?
That's Marcus and Luana, yeah.
Swing Dance Ministries.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Marcus and Luana. Okay, but you just used to kind of help and support them with their stuff?
Yeah, I left with them. I think I was with them 1 or 2 years. I don't know if Marcus and Luana is on here, but it was 1 or 2 years. I didn't last long. And then I told them I was tired. I wanted to go and retire. So they had a graduation, and they gave me a little retirement graduation. It was so nice. So,
okay.
Yeah, so.
I got on purple. I have on purple, y'all. Just FYI, I told Brenda it's my birthday, but I told her we was gonna wear purple, her purple color. Y'all can see my lipstick. So my next thing is, so I miss that the most too. I miss the graduations the most. I miss the camaraderie the most.
Yes.
I think the most part, like having that one big event every month where you knew this is where we was gonna all be. And it was in a huge place to where we could all fit in together. But the graduations, I think for me, I miss that the most. A lot of people say it's a lot of hard work, so that goes back to you saying you have to love the dance.
I found out through teaching, people who don't know it at all, the hardest part is teaching the basic 6 moves. once you learn those basic 6 moves, you move on, you can grab the other steps real easy. That was the hardest part, and that's as far as I got. Taught basic. Okay, you move on. You want to learn more? Go over here. Go over there. You know,
and you know what? That's the other thing. That's the other discussion that we have too a lot is that, you know, with Houston Bio, you guys didn't have an issue of letting us go. That you had to, especially you would say, look, this is all I want to do. Here's Rodney. Here's Rock. Here are these other people that you can go learn all them flips and dips with. That's something that we talk about too. How did you feel about that? You were okay with doing that?
Oh yes, I loved it. I would tell people all the time, yes, go. You know, I take you. We go to social. I say this. They teach this. You can take class from them. You know, I don't have a problem with that because I want you to keep learning. And I know I wasn't gonna do nothing with the basics.
Unless you dance with Rock, he was gonna do you a spin or two.
But yeah, Rock did show me a couple of little sweeps. I think I learned how to sweep from Rock.
All right. Yes.
But a lot of people now they act like they own you. I say y'all grown. You go where you want to go. You know. But I used to encourage my students to go to social dancing, you know, and everything. But a lot of people, I don't know. It just done changed a lot. But
I hope that eventually that the model, again, we know things happen, but that model that you guys had was it was a good model. So once you retired from dance, because you retired from the post office, didn't you start teaching private, and do you still teach private?
No, I don't think I really taught private. Sometime after I almost every time people knew me, so they would call, will you still teach? What can I learn from you? So they would come to my house, you know, here, there, but I don't consider
that a class. Okay.
No, so. But I would refer them to other people. I say, well, where you live? Okay, go here, go there. I would always refer.
What is your opinion about something we talked about last week? Asking women who have a significant other and they have an issue, or either men, either way, and they have an issue with you dancing with a partner. When you were teaching, how did you handle that?
When we was teaching, we would let them know, couples come in, look, you can't if you just want to dance with your wife or your other spouse or better half, the class not going to work for you, because you can't just learn how to dance with one person. If you're going to learn how to dance, you got to learn how to dance with different people, because everybody has a different lead.
Yeah,
I say so. You know, if you don't want to,
and it's hard if you dance with just one. Just like the time for a long time, you know, I only danced with Rock for like 6 months. Couldn't dance with nobody for the longest.
Just used to dance with that.
I got used.
Right. So when we first started teaching, we taught like in a line dance formation. I don't see them teaching like that really too much anymore.
That's right. You sure did.
You have to rotate, you know, so you can feel different people's leads, you know. But I don't see them doing a lot of that no more. Remember, we learned the
flying ears.
Our line, flying ears.
Yes.
And, you know, and another thing that they don't really do now that I really enjoyed, and I think my students really enjoyed it, was we have class, right? And after class, about the last 30 minutes, we would teach a popular line dance that we was doing in the clubs. But they don't do that anymore. And a lot of people learned that, especially James Brown, Superbad and all that. You know, people like, but they don't do that.
And now you know who does still do the flying ears though? Janice.
She does. She does
still do the flying ears, because I know that. But I remember when we used to do it to Shine.
Yeah.
That was the fastest flying ears ever. Who finally changed the song? I don't know. That was fast.
That was fast.
But I played it. I think I told you, or I called Joanne and said I didn't put Shine on and this is recently, I put Shine on my playlist. And it just reminds me of those times, you know, when dance was so much fun, and it was, you know, just what you look forward to doing every weekend.
Yes.
Shoot, we danced that's probably why I finally gained some weight. We was dancing 6 days a week?
Almost every day, because I said, okay, they social dance over here, let's go over here, you know.
Because Marcus, it was cool, because Marcus was on Monday or Tuesday, and that people think people don't want to dance on Monday. I want to dance on Monday.
Yeah, we had somewhere to go dance almost every day of the week, really. So
when you ask others to dance that have a significant other, do you ever have that issue of being
always, if I know them, or both of them like in your class and they learned with you, then you'd have a problem asking a man or the man asking a female, because everybody knew each other. But if you didn't met somebody, brought their other half, it's best to respect that and say, do you mind if I dance with your husband or your friend or whatever? You know, it's just respect.
Yeah, it is.
And then I always tell people, because I'll say, well, if I say something, I've heard people say, well, what if they just on a date? And I'm probably wrong for this, but my statement is, well, if y'all on a date, y'all need to go to the date place. Don't come to the swing out place. We here. So go to where they dating at. Do that. Go to dinner or go to something else. So we here to dance.
I ain't gonna call no names, but I had a couple of couples in my class when we did go social dance and they didn't want their other half to dance with somebody else. And I didn't almost got into a little fight. I ain't calling no names though, because I told y'all that's why I don't do this.
Right.
But so I had to talk to him. I say, look, you can't do that. You know, you got to learn how to dance with everybody. After they got used to that, they didn't have a problem. He was dancing with everybody. She was dancing with everybody, you know. So they had to get out of that jealousy. It's just a dance.
Just a child. And if they take them, that meant they was meant to be too.
Just finish, you can have it back, baby.
Teaching on a dance floor. We hear a lot about that, about, you know, you get on the door. I've had it happen to me. It depends on who it is if I get annoyed, but what do you think about that?
Like, I don't like that. I ain't gonna name no names, but I know one or two people who do that, you know. But I've danced with people and who dances really good, you know. I don't consider myself a great dancer. I thought I was a good beginner teacher, but as far as a great dancer, my daughter, even though I taught her, she's way better than me. Yes, April, you are way better than your mama. But anyway, I would, you know, like they did a move and I don't feel like I followed them. I would say, can we do that? Do that again. But don't tell me don't do it. Let's just do that again. Because, you know, that way I can catch on. And then a couple of guys, they would churn me too hard. And I just had to catch their hand and squeeze it because you don't really to let them know, hey, that ain't necessary. You know, just, you know.
Yeah, so that's something Fancy had taught me, was that you don't, just because they put you in a move don't mean you have to go into that move.
Exactly.
Because they'll hurt you. They will hurt you.
So I thought I was gonna have shoulder trouble for a long time, but I was like, so I had to tell the man. I said, you don't have to do that. You don't have to squeeze my hand. You don't have to turn. If you raise your arm, I know you want me to turn. You don't have to jerk me. You don't have to squeeze my hand. So other than that, you know, that's pretty much it.
I even Kent Sharp, he's real good about it. He doesn't, when I say he doesn't like teach on this, but he does what you just said. He'll do something and you miss it and he could tell you miss it. Even without you saying, he'll say, we're going to do that again. You know, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, me too. I like dance with Ken Sharp.
And I can actually pretty much follow him, but he's a real, very patient.
Yeah, JB, he's good with me on that. And Jay, you know, and Walter. We're doing some moves. I say, I didn't get that one. Can we try that again? You know.
What other dances do you do, Brenda?
Well, well, I know how to ballroom. I learned that from Ali some years ago. I love ballroom. So it's only a few people who do it, you know. And so whenever they're around, like Mike, Big Mike, the fireman, he can do it. And I'm getting old, I'm forgetting people's names, but it's about 3 or 4 that do it. So every time they see me, they know I can do it. So they'll grab me or I'll grab them.
What's his name? The tall guy.
Yeah, a Charles friend. I can never think of his name.
He'll always ask to do that.
He'll always ask me. And Reggie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Reggie in a while.
Yeah,
but he's another one.
He in love, you know. So.
How nice! How wonderful!
I just found out recently. I was last time we went dancing. Walter, I seen him doing that. I say, boy, you know how to do this ballroom?
Oh, he does.
That's about He said, well, I just know a little bit. So so next time.
Walter, I know, because I can't 2-step with him. I've tried it. I messed up when I dance with him, but I can ballroom.
Yeah.
Ballroom to me was one of the easiest dances to me to follow.
I can do 2-step, but I just consider myself a base 2-step unless it's a good lead like Jay, Johnny B. You know, they lead you good. You know, they're not gonna fight with your stuff. So I 2-step with them. And
what about, do you Chicago step?
I took a couple of lessons. To be honest with you, I better not say nothing.
Well, I'll say that's just not my favorite dance. I got it a little bit. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but to me, it's swing out. Only on the lady side, she's starting on her left foot. You know, she can start on the left foot with 1, 2 instead of 7, 8. I don't know.
It's the count that throws me off, and when the off beat.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I can do enough to get on the dance floor with someone. It's just not my favorite.
Just a little
but
bit.
I love to see people do it. So don't get me wrong. I love to see people watch people do it.
Especially the people like in Chicago, because when I look at videos in Chicago, see them people.
Really?
I was like, that don't really look like what they doing and used to.
See, I'm gonna tell you who I like to see do. What is her? Is it Crystal? Her husband?
Oh yeah, Crystal. Yeah.
I don't know what her and her husband. Oh my gosh! First of all, Crystal can do anything.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. But Chicago stepping her and him. What is his name? I can't call his name right now. But they look so good together dancing.
Yeah. So I see quite a few people do pretty good, but. And then, of course, Zydeco, which I know that's your dance. I can just do some basic Zydeco, you know. I can't get down like you, but.
I wish it's funny for Zydeco, Brenda, when I started hanging out with somebody that was a Zydeco, actual Zydeco dancer, I found out I didn't know what I was doing for the longest. All them years I was Zydeco, and now I can kind of Zydeco. But back then, all them years, child, they was telling me I was getting down, child, I wasn't doing this.
And then I like some Spanish
salsa.
I like salsa.
That's Rock's favorite.
Rango. I like a lot of those too. Don't get to do them, but I like it. Yeah.
But you know, people don't do it. I think Rock is probably the only one that'll break out in a merengue or salsa with swing out music. Yeah. So he'll just improvise. Let's talk about the competition. Have you ever competed, like in your entire?
My daughter, April Jackson Legs, she's always trying to get me to compete in the senior. Yeah. But I'm just a social dancer. I'm not a competitor. I don't want to compete. She be. You
don't even want to try?
I don't even want to try. Well, my sister Jack and Jill, I say, but I don't want to. So I just work it. I just work for Tina. So
okay.
I don't.
What do you do for her?
You know, I'm over the volunteers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Volunteers and stuff. So, but April, she loves competing. She just loves it.
Yeah,
I know she's nervous every time she get time for her to come up. She get real nervous, but she gets it. She does her thing. I got to give it to her.
Well, that was something that I was supposed to do by the time I turned 50, but it just hasn't worked out yet. So I'm just hopefully by the time I'm 60.
Have you been?
I can't find a partner. Yeah, it's just finding a partner.
Have you been to ISDC yet? I don't remember.
This was going to be my first year. I was totally planning to go, but I'll go January because I ain't gonna have no date on New Year's Eve. So I already.
I'm hoping we will do New Year's Eve, but it's looking kind of bad. I don't know.
Oh, I know. Well, I know. It's crazy. So what do you think about that? So with the COVID and everything that's going on with COVID, like, isn't it crazy?
It's crazy. I've been when Janice had her classes again at Chicago. I went one night. I went me and my sister, but you know we had our mask on. But when we had our drinking food, you know, but we was at a table by ourselves.
Right.
I didn't do no dance, and I think me and Janet got there and did a line dance. But I didn't, you know, so I felt pretty good. But I noticed that some people they was had hand sanitizer when they danced and stuff, and they had on their masks. But
do you have any thoughts about how will we get back to the real? I shouldn't say the real, because you know we're never going to go back to the norm. Never. But to be able to dance again, what would you consider safe? What would entice you to dance again?
Well, I don't know, because when we did the parking lot party at ASLD, you know,
how was that?
That was really nice. You know, everybody was kind of separated. You know, I stayed way back. Me and my sister was, you know, and stuff. But they had the DJ was there, and they had a section where they was doing some line dance, and some couples who were couples mainly. They, you know, you hadn't sanitized and they danced, but some people feel comfortable about doing it. I don't know. One guy asked me, I say, no, I ain't ready for that, you know.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, are we going to get some special cute gloves and stuff like that, you know?
I don't feel like gloves don't have. That's just like your hands, you know.
No, I don't mean that. I'm just, from one person to another. That's true.
Yeah, so if you dance, you're going to have to sanitize between each person, you know.
That's just going to be it right there.
And I think that's going to be the only way, sanitize between each person. And probably no start-offs, because you're all hugged up with sweaty people. You know, I'm like.
And I did the sanitizer. I used to have a little sanitizer with me all the time too anyway, but I probably will be more cautious about it as before. But I was even thinking the venues could get more of those little machines where you just walk up and, you know, do that.
Yeah, that'd be good too. Yeah.
And even like when you go to the restroom, having those doors that you pull with your feet.
And you can't be in no place when it's hot and sweaty.
Sure can't.
No, you know, y'all gonna have to work on that air condition and everything else. But
We ain't calling no names, but y'all know who we
no,
talking about.
I ain't calling no names. I told her, I said, well, I say, Trina, I don't know, because I might get in trouble. I might have to call.
Well, she ain't said no name, but we know what's hot, where it's hot. We love it, but it be hot.
Yeah, and so can't be dropping no sweat. So start off, I don't feel like I'm gonna ever start off again with nobody. I'll close, like the ballroom dance. How you had to start off.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Chicago starts off like that too, right?
Huh? Chicago
starts off like that too.
So ain't no start off. So y'all don't even have to learn start off no more. Just hold on.
Take that off them 6
steps. Take that off the
Man. Then I was thinking about what Janet said when we were talking on her interview, talking about being booed up. We was like, shooting this COVID. And if you wasn't booed up before COVID, you just stuck. The one thing that I don't think that we've ever had since I've been Swing Out, even since you, was the racial tensions that we have going. You know, all over the world right now, the racial stuff is all over the place. And have you ever known it to be any of that in our dance community?
Racial, black and white, and Hispanic, like that? No.
Yeah, we haven't ever had any of those issues.
No, I've never had that
Which
issue.
is good. And I tell people that sometimes when they talk about Swing Out, oh, that's all you want to do, that's all. I always say, but you know what? In that little bubble, there's not a lot. Well, there wasn't. But there's no, like, you don't have, I don't want to say that because then, okay, I have to cut that out. Let me just say this. Yeah, it is because, yeah. I say that I go there, like when I go to older clubs, why I stay in, like you say, the Red Rooster, or I stayed in certain places, because it ain't there's no fighting going on. It's usually adults, and we all, you know what I'm saying, we might get mad or whatever, but you felt safe, put it that way. So when they go, all like you want to do is be around older people. I said, yeah, because there ain't no fighting, ain't no stuff. We just going to dance and go home.
So yeah, they realize, we just that grown dance.
And half of us don't even, well, the younger people do. I don't want to say, but the younger people are drinking more. But back then, people wasn't even drinking. Hell, I thought Barry was drinking on cranberry and Grey Goose for years. As close as we are, I didn't find out till 3-4 years later that he was drinking cranberry juice. I said, Barry, I didn't think you was getting drunk all this time. He said, nope. He got drunk one time in his life. And he said that was enough for him. As far as your birthday, it's my birthday month.
I know.
But what I think is so funny is every year you say, I don't want no birthday party. This is my last party.
Don't be me and be this little girl named Legs. Yes, I'm talking about you if you're still on here.
Oh gosh,
so I didn't want to do nothing for 70 because I knew I was gonna go out of town. So she said, "Mama, this is 70. You got to have some." So she did everything. So it was great. I had a good time. She surprised me with the West Coast guy. I can't think his name right now. She surprised me with that. But I'm finna be 71. This stuff might still be out there. No, I don't want none. If I can go out of town, I really wish I could take me a cruise for my birthday in January. But
we had to cancel our cruise.
Let's just go out to dinner, okay?
Do you know what? You're gonna be out to dinner and she's gonna have dancers coming behind y'all. Gonna be sitting outside and here she gonna bring these dancers.
I'm too old for parties.
What would be cool
for a long time.
Unless you do the April is very creative, so she's gonna come up with something. Because I even thought about like we were talking about earlier, a line dance thing. Yeah. But if we all get out here to vote, Brenda, we might have this fool out of the office, and then we can get somebody in that's gonna help take care of what we got with this mess here. Oh, we got to do something. We got to do something. Is there anything else that you want to just kind of mention to any thoughts you have about the dance or?
Well, I miss it. I miss it a lot, and I just hope we can come back, Yeah. And do. I don't know.
I just hope. I do. I hope. A lot of our business, our club owners are having to just give it up.
Like Ike Denton, and so I ran into I'm getting old, Trina, help me. Chicago Barn Grill.
Rudy.
Rudy. I ran into Rudy, me and my girlfriend Ella. Ella. We went to the Black Walnut. After we'd walk, I've been walking like 5 miles a day. Okay. 5 miles. Now my knees is killing me. But anyway, so we went over there to have lunch and ran into Rudy. And he,
Okay.
so, you know, of course, first thing we want to do was hug, right? But we elbowed, you know.
Elbow.
And so I say, yeah. So what you think about Chicago? You say, well, you know, I had a license years ago for food, just so, you know, selling more food. They think he's gonna fix it where he gonna sell more food than drinks. I guess like Papacitos and places like that. So he can keep his business open. So he
Yeah, because actually Ike and I was going there one night, and before I got there, he called me and said that they were only open for curbside at the time. But I wish they would open at least I wish they were like Sugars. Sugars is open for they have I actually went the other day. They have everything socially distanced, like every other table. You have to wear your mask, but they play live music. So I can still go and listen, and then at the table with my person, I can sit there and eat my food. Scott Gardner is another venue who would definitely, they take your temperature at the door, mask. Now some of them over there was together too close for me, so I call ahead and say, can you put me a table over here? Because I know Scott, I'm gonna need you to put me a table somewhere because I need to hear my live music. Because I do stay in. However, there are times that to get the you know, just to get some healthiness outdoor stuff, I've done those two things. So and then I go out to eat a little bit. Now I am definitely cautious because I'm scared. I mean, then this happened with Tito. That just really freaked my world out. So
I know.
You know, so yeah.
We don't know what's gonna happen. Were you kept in touch with anybody who owned the Red Rooster? You know, I know he was, but he had
Oh yeah, I talked to his wife. Like, we're all, me, his wife, Fred. Matter of fact, Fred's birthday, we celebrated his birthday last Saturday. So yeah. Well, Fred is his partner, so he'll still.
He might try to keep it open.
Yeah, I mean, the Red Rooster South will definitely be open. The Red Rooster North, the only reason it may, I don't even know what they're gonna do, but you know, it wasn't just doing the greatest at first, so I don't know. But no, the Red Rooster will live.
Over the manager over there?
No, I mean, no.
No, okay.
No, right now it'll just be Fred, and then whatever they're gonna do with the South Side, and then they're just not right now just getting past Tito. You know, getting past that huge loss, that was
a huge loss.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know, my grandmother. And I don't want to make this about me, but let's just say with Tito, I was like, I don't know, I can't believe I'm not gonna. This is somebody I talk to like every day, 2 or 3, 4 times a day. So it's like I was up until about 3 months ago. So not hear his little voice fussing about stuff. Because it's like how you do your mama, you laugh at your mama because she just be fussing. I used to just laugh at him because he just fussing about stuff. Like, Tito, what are you talking about? So, or if I couldn't understand him, he'd be like, Trina. Oh, okay. I can't help because I can't hear what you're saying. So, but anyway, it's definitely gonna be a hole in a loss in the live music industry and the dance industry because he was definitely a part of that. But I do have something that I'm going to be doing once COVID gets the hell up out of here. That's going to keep his legacy alive. His love of education and his belief in education and his love of live music. I'm gonna do something with that.
I'm just waiting for the world to open back up, I guess.
I know. So let me just ask you, did you ever do the traveling when you were in Swingout? Did you ever used to go to Dallas and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Tim took us to Dallas for the first time.
Oh,
okay. So the first had the Brigida's thing where we had the after party. And I took April up there the first time. I took her and Lisa the first time we went.
But also remember when Dennis and Denise used to have that thing way back.
So I introduced April and my other students, Lucy and them. I introduced them to Dallas, and it's so funny. So when she got used to everybody, she went by herself one time, and Jess Rivera said, "Oh, you grown? You a big girl now. You don't need mommy to come."
Don't need mommy. She didn't kick you to the curb. She got her.
So she out there. She know more people than me now. I was like, well, hell, okay.
Do you encourage others to compete?
Yes, Janice have a guy. I don't know his name. It's his father and son, the young guy.
And Fred.
Yeah, I keep trying to tell him. I say, you are so good. You need if you don't get in nothing else, you ought to get into Jack and Jill. So.
Yeah, he definitely was going to do it this year. I tried to make it my partner. That didn't work. But
yeah, he was really good. Yeah,
but he's good, and he loves the dance. He loves the dance.
Grab me. Come on, I say, boy, shoot, I can't handle you.
And we'll dance all night, and that's what I like. Like Mr. Lee, Him, he kind of reminds me of Mr. Lee with that. Matter of fact, Mr. Lee hollered at me when I want to get a break. Mr. Lee, well, you said you want to dance. You just told me to come out here. Well, I need a break, Mr. Lee. I can't keep up with you. So, but anyway, I wanted to, so when I spoke with Houston Bio, that the crew over there, they're thinking about eventually doing something, because people have asked about doing a reunion of some sort. So I hope that happens, and then we can all, I just think it will be so much fun.
Talking
The
about
sad part
Joanne
is,
and Mary. Talking about Joanne, Mary, Ed, and Clyde.
yeah, but it's going to be, and everybody will be invited. It will be everybody. It's just going to be a big old thing, because everybody went to those events, including
reunion would be nice. You know, I think I still have some phone numbers of a lot of my past students who's not active anymore.
Yeah, and they would absolutely come to something like that. And then I told them, I said that we should even do like a picnic, like a couple of the weekend before, so make it a weekend kind of thing. It'll be cool. But of course, COVID done stepped in here.
COVID don't stop all of that, because that'd be too many people, you know. So.
Yeah, hopefully though, I'm saying 2021. Well, I'm gonna go. So go over here.
If the vaccine come, you know, if the vaccine, they get the vaccine for it.
Well, they have one. They're on the third, I think the third, whatever phase of it. So
okay.
I ain't gonna cross my fingers. I'm just pray on it, because it's gotta come. So I'm going to grab my drink since we're gonna toast. Let me go get mine real fast. Hey Zula, Zula's on here.
Hey Zula. Hey girl. So when we have a reunion, you better come. You was my student.
Hey, Brenda, you know I will.
Yes, I know. Yes.
You look good.
Thank you. You see my haircut? I cut off all
I love it. I love it.
It's the Rona look.
So tonight I'm not drinking wine. I'm gonna have a real big girl's drink. This is margarita, some kind of margarita stuff.
Okay, girl.
So tonight is the first night, the first celebration of my birthday. Yay. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Zula, for listening in tonight. And after this, guys, I'm gonna say a couple more things to Brenda before we get off for sure. But after this, guess what's happening? I will be launching. I'm gonna have my daughter turn on the switch button to turn on my website. I hope y'all check it out. It's not a lot of there's no dance events, just FYI. There's a thing, because it's COVID, so we don't have no dance events. But every page, take a look, take a peek. I'm actually very proud of it, and thanks to Miss Jasmine Lowry, she did a fabulous job for her mother. So let's toast, Brenda. My first birthday toast.
All right, happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh, that is good. That's better than wine. I might have to drink this now instead of my wine.
Ooh, okay.
What you drinking, Brenda?
This is some kind of drink. What is it? Smirnoff apple.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
Yeah, Smirnoff apple.
This is good. We needed April. Look, April would have had us all drunk. She'd have had some hookup drinks, you know.
Yeah, for real.
She got a whole bar from what I see when she's on Facebook.
Yeah. She got a whole bar. Then I was doing them demos. I helped put stuff on her bar. So
really?
Me and her was alike. After this COVID started and I couldn't work no more, I had to buy my own wine and beer. I say, dang, I ain't had to buy no wine or beer.
Oh, y'all were doing the demos for the alcohol?
Yeah, I did wine.
Oh, I was gonna do that at one time.
I gave her a lot of beer and wine and stuff. So she say, yeah, I said the same thing. Dog, I got my mama can't give me no more beer and wine. I got to pay for it now.
That is so sad.
So we might be able to start doing that again around September, October, but
I'll be glad when the world opens back up. So Brenda, last word. So once the doors open, we're gonna be ready to dance again. But your students, would you like to say something to your new students, your former students before you?
If I have any students, I know Zula was on here. Let's get back to it safely. I think we can safely, but if it's always a big crowd somewhere, I'm gonna keep driving. I'm not gonna stop, you know.
Yes.
If it's a small crowd like we did the parking lot thing, I'll do something like that. And if we can get a pavilion like at Dewson Park or what's that other park, you know, it can be open. Like if you've been watching the Merrick and them Dawn them in Dallas, they got that together. If you don't want to do nothing, have your chair and sit back and relax and listen to the music.
That's true.
You know, you can.
That is true.
It's wide open. You know, it's a park. So
Okay.
So we need to do something. So Jay said,
Just know that if you do it, you gotta still stay away from folks.
Still stay away from folks. You know, I ain't finna be under nobody.
Look, can't even get booed up now because you gotta wait till you find out if they tested.
No way, Jose. But I had fun. Thank you, Trina, for talking to me.
I thank you. I thank you so much. I hope I covered everything that you wanted about you, so we got to know you a little bit better. We actually, because you're out with us so much, there wasn't a lot to ask because we know.
Yeah, I know. You know. I grew up, grew up with your mom, but I knew your mom since you know, we were young kids. So
elementary school.
Yeah. So.
Smith. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, thank y'all. Brenda, thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for giving me the world of swing out dance and our dance, swing out and two-step dancing. If it weren't for you, there would not be a dance for me. And this is something I've come to love. I appreciate that day Brenda calls and said, girl, I found this new dance. You got to come and try it. Because I know you like Zydeco, but this is part of the dance.
I always love watching you and Rock dance.
Yeah.
I always love watching you and Rock dance. That time when you flew up, I was ready to catch you, girl. If you where were we? I forgot where we were. I was like, I'm right here.
Was that one of my galas?
I was like ready to catch you.
And what's funny is we both have gained a little weight. And when we did it for my 50th birthday, when we were practicing, girl, he picked me up and we both fell down. We both together. We were breathing so heavy, child. It was like, oh no, boy, I didn't gain too much weight, but it was definitely fun. But thank you again for bringing this world of swing out to me. I really appreciate you. And no matter what goes on, up, down, all over the place, I love you. And I do appreciate everything that you've done for me. I appreciate you for So You Want to Dance. Because guys, if there was not a
love, prayers and condolences for you and your family.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So guys, stay tuned for first of all, let me back up and say go to www.youtube.com/chatwithtrina. Subscribe to my YouTube page. I'm still trying to get those subscribers. And every week in the month, August, I will have 2 or 3 interviews chatting with some of my favorite people because it's Trina's favorite people month for my birthday. And we will be cheering, birthdaying, and just having a good time. Thank you, Brenda. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, y'all, that was so much fun. My very first birthday celebration for the month. Brenda, thank you again. I just really can't thank you enough for bringing me into this world of swing out that I've come to love so much. And I thank you also because there would not be a So You Want to Dance if there was not a Brenda. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, www.youtube.com/chatwithtrina.